Well, it's the end of the build now, and one of the last things that I said I was going to do when we finished is paint a new set of wheels to go onto the 110. So we've opted to go for these Tuff Torque steel rims. They're a classic wheel, so they pretty much look exactly the same as the ones that are already on there, but they're brand new, and that's because we're going to be painting them. Now, there's a huge range of quality when it comes to steel rims or alloy rims out there for the Defender, and you have to be so careful that you're not getting a really dodgy batch. So I actually feel bad painting these because the quality of the paint on these is so nice, and it's really thick, and that isn't something you get very often on these steel rims, because quite often they're painted really thinly and they just mark and chip, and even when you put the first tyres on there, you'll find the paint will come off. But I can guarantee you that this is probably the best paint job I've seen on some steel rims since I've been working with Land Rover Defenders. I just think it's such a shame that I'm going to paint over it, because the finish, again, is really good. And I'm not even being... Look at that. Just throwing them about and they're not chipping or anything. So, yeah, really, really good quality rims. So all I'm going to do is scotch them down just to get the key up the surface. Then we'll use some adhesion promoter in that crease inside. Then we're also going to use the enamel primer with white, and we'll have to do quite a few coats because we're covering black. And then we'll just go straight over with the aerosol. Now it's going to be the same finish, so it'll be a satin finish. But yeah, should look really good, and I can't wait to get them on. The good thing about these is because they are so shiny, you can really see if you've missed anywhere, and you don't have to go mad. All we're trying to do is just key the surface to make sure the paint sticks and we get a good adhesion with the primer. They've all been keyed, so I'm just using the tack cloth to get rid of the dust, and then that will expose or show up any shiny areas that we've missed. Now, to be fair, I only used one can to do probably 3 coats of primer on these, which is pretty good, and that adhesion promoter has really, really helped get it to stick in all those nooks and crannies. So I can't see any black. I've done the outside of the rim as well. So I think we're now ready to go on top with the enamel coat in the limestone white. It's a 20-minute flash off time between each coat, and I think the best thing to do here is lots of very light coats. So I've done one coat, that's all, and it's covered beautifully. I'm a real fan of this enamel from the Paint Man. It's just so forgiving. It just looks brilliant. So you can just see the shine going off in places. That's where it's curing, because this is a satin finish. Got pretty good coverage, if I'm honest, but there was a few little light spots. But as I said, we're going to do at least 3 coats, probably 4. So to get one good coat on 5 rims is a can. So basically we're going to get through at least 3, if not 4 cans. I didn't want to run the end of the can because it starts to drip then, so I probably just left the last 10% in the old can, but that's fine, we've got plenty. So yeah, really pleased with the first coat. So the wheels have been on the 110 now for a little while, and I've got to say I'm really pleased with how they've been performing. As much as they've not sort of chipped or marked, obviously they did get a bit mucky putting them on, but then that is because they're a light colour, but they've cleaned up nicely. And you can just see on the inside there, I've actually got some wheel spacers fitted, some Mantec wheel spacers. They're a 30mm profile, and they have given it a really nice, in my opinion, a really nice stance. They don't protrude from the wheel arches at all. They look really nice. Now, we don't sell the paint. The paint's come from Paint Man. They don't sponsor us at all, but I know that that paint is such a great option if you're looking to do any work. I mean, we've done the whole vehicle in that paint, so it just shows you how forgiving, how easy it is to get it thrown on there. The great thing about that paint from Paint Man, the enamel is self-leveling, so if you're not skilled or haven't got a lot of experience in painting, and you do get a couple of runs on there or some drips, you don't have to worry because it just levels out and it's really forgiving. So don't be afraid of giving it a go yourself. If you want to paint the wheels, if you've got an old set of wheels, you want to clean them up and paint them, then that is a good option. So that is it now. We've just got one more video to do when we get the new dash from AliSport. We're going to be fitting it into the vehicle, but this vehicle is now ready to go. It's being sold. It's online at an auction now, and I'll put the link below. If you're interested in buying the vehicle, you can. I'm just really excited for the next project, which will be very soon. So thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, before, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.